it's Roxanne here from Tiny Home Living. Well, you can hear the tractor in the background. Chris is just putting the bucket on it. We are going to get started here with some tree planting. I've been whining about this for 4 years. And a friend of ours has a clump of evergreens that, like he said, they're not going to survive. They're just too thick. And of course these ones in the forest, they replant, they drop seeds and plant more, whereas the ones you buy in the store are sterile. So look what we got. How exciting is that? What can you do for a property more than planting trees? I mean, it just makes such a huge difference in the landscape. Eventually I want to get some along the south property line there, a little bit of a windscreen on that side, and of course I want to get more in the tree line here, because as you can see, this is only poplar. If it had evergreens all through there too, it'd be much nicer for a windbreak with those horrible winds we get and in the winter. So we did plant a few there 2 or 3 years ago, and the ones in the tree line survived because it's cooler in there and damper, but the ones that we planted out in the open didn't. So in the spring, we've agreed with our friend, he got some of the big ones out with his loader too, which, like, there's no way I can dig the balls for these root balls for these big ones. And of course I do the little teeny ones. They have a better chance of surviving too. So we're going to start by planting some up by the flagpole, and I think up by the front gate, and then sprinkle a few in the tree line, and that will probably kill us, just about kill us off for today. I got a lot of happy chickens with all the leaves and the look at them out there. The buffs are the ones that wander the most. They keep going out on the road. Chris has to keep chasing them. We had a hawk over the run that the roosters are in yesterday, and it was just hovering over them. I didn't know they could hover like that. So we're going to rake up some of these leaves too if we have time. It's so good for the compost, so we're going to try and do that. But it's a tree planting day today. It's kind of a yucky, miserable, drizzly day too, but good weather for doing this. What do you think, chickens? Here's my new ones. That's my only speckled Sussex hen. There's one of my Americanas. Isn't she pretty? They're so snoopy. Chickens are so snoopy. It's like, what you got there? Can I see? Are there any bugs to eat in there? There must be. So next year I think I'm actually going to get my way. And now that we know Greg has a loader, these big tree spades, I saw one for rent, and you need a loader to hook it into the hydraulics or something like that to operate it. So Greg, it's his property and he wants to get rid of the trees, so we'll rent the tree spade in the spring, and that way we'll be able to get some nice big ones. So exciting. Yellow hen, the buff is the only buff hen. I think the others are all roosters. Oh, I'm so upset, so disappointed. You know, you might see neighbors doing a lot of things, but you don't often see them going down the road, exercising their horses. You know you're in the country when? Pretty horses. That's how you do it in the country. This scraggly little thing is the only one that survived out of these ones that we planted a few years back. There was a real heat wave that year and it just was not a good year. We watered them lots, but we just couldn't keep them alive. So we're gonna plant a couple of the nice ones here. Now that's one of the ones that we transplanted 2 or 3 years ago that survived. And I think there's a little one in here. So we did get some little ones sprinkled in here. But yeah, this is what we want to do. And of course, you know, we only need a few hundred to get planted in here. We'll probably be dead before we ever have a windbreak, but here's a couple that are doing quite well. And I mean, I just don't care if they're perfect trees. They're meant to be a windbreak, and that, like I said, they will drop seeds and start planting more. There's another one. Oh, here. Put a few in here. A little one over here. A little one over here. So I will just continue. Oops, branches snagging me. I'll just continue planting little ones in here. And these are the ones that survived, like I said, 2 or 3 years ago. Chris is just going to get the trailer as close as he can to this little scraggly muck tree. I'm going to plant a couple of the bigger ones here. He's got the bucket of the tractor so we can, the dirt we dig up we'll put in the bucket so we don't have to clean it up. Chris's shovel is where he wants to dig the next hole. And then we might put one back here a little bit, sort of make a triangle between 3 new ones, and then scraggly will be in the middle. Sure is a pretty one if it survives. Nice and fluffy and healthy. Now we might make a triangle between those 2 big ones and this over here. So dig a hole for the next big one, and then most of them are smaller after that. That's about right, eh? These 4 medium-sized ones, we're staggering them so they go in a zigzag. Whoops, there, then there, and then there. With these, kind of create a buffer here. The ones like the second one here, that's so scraggly, I wouldn't mind putting one beside it just to double it up. It's never going to fill in there. It's so scraggly looking. With the smaller the tree, the smaller the hole we have to dig, which makes me happy. That's a nice nice little tree. Look at the Snoops are out here following us. This is, I think, the biggest buff rooster. He's a beautiful boy. This one's a little twiggy, but it's healthy looking. So now you can see there's a new one, there's a new one, and there's a new one over there. And the other little ones are just the scraggly things that were there. So we'll water the crap out of these and hope for the best. Look at this healthy little tree. And then you got Miss Scragglepuss here. So I'm going to put one of the little tiny ones here beside this tree so it'll get growing up beside it. Probably shoot up faster than this thing. Look at the difference in this nice black dirt over here as opposed to by the driveway. Chris is chasing chickens off the road again. We're still trying to figure out why the chicken's crossing the road. Now the nice thing is, although we did not want to drag the hoses all out again, we can, and we will, to get all these trees watered. Supposed to be all single digits for daytime highs in the next week or two. So this one's got a nice little root ball on it, and Chris says that's going to look stupid, but I don't care. I want to get a tree line going. Trees don't grow in lines in the forest. Did you ever notice that? They just grow. That's two. That's a nice little tree. Makes me very happy. Isn't that cute? Little Charlie Brown has a sister. There's a couple of scraggly ones down at the end of the front row. I think I might double up too before he gets them all. A couple of little ones here that have a decent root ball on them. And I'm going to plant them here and the next one. Then we've got one decent sized one that we're going to plant at the end to kind of extend this front row. That looks pretty cute. Little one there, little one here. My mama would say pretty little Christmas trees. And we'll put the last bigger one over there, I think. Chris is planting over on the other side of the driveway. I'll go help him. Here, and this one, and then there's three more he wants to plant along here. This is what we've got left. So I think we're going to put this nice sized one because it's got a real nice root ball on it too, so it's got a better chance of surviving. Look at the little teeny one I got. So we're going to put that nice one, sort of extend the front row there, so we'll put it right about there. And then the rest of these we're just going to put in the tree line. And I don't want to put them in the tree line where the Saskatoons are. That's the only, there's this clump of Saskatoons and then down by the kitchen window. So anywhere in there or maybe behind the barn, not too sure. We did get some in here, but getting them going nice and thick would be really good. And then we'll do behind the barn with the next batch if we get some more this year. I can already see a difference just from standing here in the driveway and looking at the ones that curve with the left side of the driveway there by the gate, and then on this side you got the curve going right there. So that's going to look really nice once they get established. Makes me very, very happy. We are just giving the trees some water tonight. The rest of the trees that were in the trailer we're going to plant tomorrow because we are pooped. Put some of this root starter in that's for evergreens. Had it for years, so that's going in with the water. It's bedtime. The girls are starting to make their way in here. Some are already on the perch. Who's that coming down one of the Rhode Islands? Don't get to see them using the ladder very often. Well guys, I'm gonna go help Chris finish watering those trees, and then we are gonna eat, and I'm gonna make a big apple pie. But anyway, I am done with this video. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share this video with your family and friends, and we'll see you next time.